Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the August 19th version of the AI WeCare Team weekly call, 11 a.m. Central Time here in the great state of Texas, where we reach out to all points of the globe and all over the world, and even places like West Virginia. We'll go ahead and get started. On this call, we talk about all things Now Site. What changes are happening, what new additions are on it, success stories, tips and tricks, what we're trying to do for you all to support you to make sure that you're successful on the platform and move forward. And we do graciously thank everybody for their interest and their time spent on these calls on Friday morning. Mary, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you. Okay. And we do have some new people on the call today, Mary.
We do. Welcome, Yvette. This is your first time here. Stephen, I believe this is your first call on a Friday. Who else have I missed that's the first time?
We have a special guest this morning. We have Leanne Lyon.
We do have Leanne. And she's on camera. We love Leanne.
Okie dokie.
Right. So in the preparation of everything Now Site this last week, did everybody get the email about the $50 bonus if you sign somebody up this week? Did you see it on the team page? I'm driving y'all really back to the team page a lot. And I'm going to share that with y'all so you all have access to this. On our team's event page, of course, we have the countdown and it's a little off on the time. So I did do that a few minutes ago. So when I loaded it, so I'll refresh it. So we're already on the team call. If you're part of the Sales Pro and you want to get your Google Doc ready and you're ready for your appointment, as of Friday, you can go down to your support tab and click on that. It may take you 20-30 minutes for them to answer you back, but you can connect all of your LinkedIn passwords and your 8-digit code that you need to get from your LinkedIn email to give them permission to be in your account. Now,
Mary, I did check yesterday. I was on there with Gary yesterday. They have taken the document down. I meant to tell you that.
Okay. So don't submit the document, but here's your document so that you can, they took the link down too. We love live TV, don't we?
Yep, sold out. There it is. That's the one I got yesterday.
They took the whole Google Doc down. They kept the name. So salespro.now.site is sold out. There are no more sales to Sales Pro for about 3 weeks. Consider that a hard 3 weeks. Don't consider that a Now Site soft. Oh, well, we'll come up with it next week. Consider that 3 weeks. They are taking standby orders so that you can be one of the first people when they open it back up in 3 weeks. Okay, so it will be out soon. I should have taken a copy of the Google Doc when I knew it was safe to take it. Sorry, forgot. Didn't happen. Okay, so if anybody has a copy of the Google Doc, please share it back with me and I'll make sure I take it and save it. Testimonials are down here. Michael Pendleton, Renee, Sherry, DePaul. Okay, they're all down here. They're all network people. They're all in the know with Now Site. So these are their testimonials. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to go back over to the team event page and I'm going to go back over here to August information and I'm going to go into the hot leads. This goes up on Tuesday, the 23rd. It's over from that point. If you want to make some extra money this weekend and before Tuesday at midnight Eastern time, when you sign somebody up for Sales Pro, Sales Flow, they sound too much alike. When you sign somebody up for Sales Flow, which is the basic subscription for us in the old news, it was networking, but Sales Flow, and they get unlimited leads, by putting leads in the coupon code. Okay, you get a $50 cash bonus. They pay $49.50. Understand there is a glitch there. And this is what you need to be aware of. When you go to check out on that link, it actually looks like they're going to only pay $12. They're not. They're going to be billed $49.50. It's a glitch in the system. It wasn't worth them taking the time for the less than 7 days that this glitch was going to be in effect to change that. The credit card will still be billed $49.50. They get sales, unlimited leads, unlimited enhancements for 30 days for free. Their second month, they will be billed $37.50. Okay. Gary, you got your hand up.
Well, I met with, I guess you call it the VA this morning,
Yes, sir.
and for Sales Pro, and it was not a good experience at all. I was on the phone for about 1 hour and 45 minutes. I mean, not on the phone, but on, she only
Zoom?
had me on Zoom for a couple of minutes, and then I had to open up Sales Pro and we communicated by chat. And it was for me personally, it was not a good experience. And they never asked me about keywords. They had me fill out some stuff about what I was looking for, but I never had an opportunity to put in keywords. And on top of that, I didn't want to type in 50 keywords anyway. I would much rather put it in a document or something and email it to them, but we never even got to that. So I'm not very comfortable with where I am on that, and certainly not happy about it.
Okay. That is going to lead me into something that I was going to turn over to Steve here in just a minute. So if you can bear with me, let me get through my part here, and then I'm going to let Steve talk about something that we were working on before Now Site was. Fair enough?
Yes.
Okay. I had a call yesterday with Susan, and Susan, I'm going to ask if you're still on, and I didn't see that. She needed to change a PDF to an image. I found this literally 30 seconds before she called because I needed it for a different project, but I love PDF. I've got it in the tips and tricks section of the team page. This is a free tool. Yes, it did ask me to log in and give them my email address and password so that I could store things in here. It is a free tool that you can use to transfer a PDF to any file image that you want it to be in. I have not played in this a lot. It answered Susan's question, and before too long, I got a message from Susan saying, oh my goodness, this works so wonderfully. She had a document she needed to make into a photo. Susan, are you still here with us?
Yeah, I am. Hold on a minute. Let me see if can you hear me or am I
Yes.
muted?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. That was a fabulous tool. Thank you so much. And for the people who are listening, let me tell you why I wanted it. On one of my websites, I had a particular document that needed to be amended. And it was a static document so I couldn't do it myself. So I wanted to upload a new image in place of this document, but I couldn't. It will only take a PDF. It won't take a document. So I searched the web for how do you convert a document to a PDF, and all of them were like fee-based type of companies. I didn't want to pay a fee-based for a one-time thing, so Mary came to the rescue. And it was so easy, it was unbelievable. And I was able to upload the new document and boogie on down the road. Mary, with your and Steve permission, I want to tell you about my experience with my VA.
Okay.
I don't know if that's an appropriate time, but I would encourage
Absolutely.
any,
We're actually on the sales pro topic, so yes,
say that again, Steve?
we're on the VA topic right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't like what my VA was doing. I didn't even know who my VA was. And I thought it had already started, but it hadn't. And I came to learn the name of my VA through email communication. And I said to her, I don't like that you immediately ask somebody in LinkedIn if they're ready if they are open to have a demo of NowSite, in effect. It's much too soon. You have to establish a relationship. So I didn't know how to communicate with the person, number one, and number two, how to change what they're doing. That's my personal feeling. I believe when you connect with someone in LinkedIn, you've got to establish some kind of relationship before you ask them whether they want to see your product. So I was able to connect with her or him. I don't even know if it's a her or him, strange name. And I asked where they were and they wouldn't tell me, by the way. And I said, I don't want you offering to do a demo of NowSite right away. You need to establish a relationship. So ask the connection how you can help support their business. And whatever they answer, respond to that. So it is possible to communicate with your VA. And you do that in one of two ways only. You can't speak with them on the phone. You can communicate through email if you're lucky enough to get their email, or you have to use the chat feature in the back office. So those are only two ways that you can communicate with your VA.
Can I speak to that? I talk to my VA. So I communicate with her through Google Chat and I communicate with her every day. She sends out 15 invites every single day. I probably get 5 to 6 connections every day. She also comments on LinkedIn posts. She also uses Sales Pro, runs people through Sales Pro for me. Now I have to do the answering once they connect, but she will do that for me. And you can use Google Chat to give your VA specifics on what you want to have done, who you want to connect with. I didn't catch the first few minutes, but I did catch, keywords and all that stuff. You can use that feature to do all of that in. And that is like almost instant messaging. So basically what'll happen is once you do that, they'll respond. Like I talk to her once or twice a day. Now I know she's got tons of other people, but she's doing exactly what I want her to do now because I've told her, right? And so every day I tell her, hey, Darlene, great job. You made 15 connections. Like you're rocking it, girl. Like, so we go back and forth because I constantly give her praise and I give her specifics. So now she knows what to go after. So if you're not using the chat feature, start using it. It's like instant messaging and you can talk to your VA through that feature.
And clarification, the chat is in the app, right?
Yes. Well, so if you like right now, I signed up for Google Chat and I made her the connection, right? So now the chat is literally an app on my phone. And so I don't even need to go into NowSite. I can go right into the app and talk to her whenever I want.
How do you sign up for Google Chat? Where do you go?
Google Chat is right in. So if you have Google already, it's one of the features, or you can just grab it in the App Store.
Hey, Kathleen.
Yes.
Kathleen, is it kind of like WhatsApp? Is that pretty much what you're talking about? Is it the same type of thing?
It's sort of like WhatsApp, except that it's an extension of Google. And so if you're emailing your VA right now, ask them, hey, can you send me an invite for the chat? Or you know, and so they can do that. And then all you need to do is accept it and download the app, and then you can start conversation. That is much easier than having to go through an now site, having to email, whatever. It's literally an app you open up on your phone and you
Mhm.
can literally talk to them every day.
Yeah, that's what I use for, I use a WhatsApp, and that sounds like a lot. It's a text. You could text them and send documents and everything through that app, and you can directly instant message them.
Exactly. It's just very easy. It's one step. And then, you know, you can tell them specifics. Hey, listen, you know, I want to do, she literally gives me like a report every single day. Now she's my third VA. Okay. I've gone through 3 now. Because the other ones were not first initially now say all over had an issue, and I won't get into that. But the second one was not really doing what I wanted them to do. And I didn't even ask them. They changed that person for me. And she's my third one, but she's awesome. She literally makes 15 connections a day. She comments on posts. I literally have 66 leads and connections sitting in my inbox right now. Like I have to get, that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. But I can't even keep up with her because she's so quick to do everything. But people are coming back and making comments about my comment, which was really hers. Right. So they'll do all the first steps. The second step will have to be you. Like after the connection's made, then you have to go back and start the conversation.
And that's called Google Chat.
Google Chat. Yes.
Thank you.
Now, Catherine, I appreciate you sharing that. Not all VAs are going to be that amenable to have an outside chat with you without being looped into the NowSite system. Understand a VA with NowSite, not only are they being monitored, but they're also being looked at to see how they're performing and what they're saying and what they're doing. There was a big influx of 90 VAs that NowSite added over the last 2 weeks. That was last Friday's announcement. So they brought in new people. They're not telling you up front that you're going to have one single VA work through everything with you. It is true that you can put into the support chat or into support, hey, I'm not working well with my VA, or my VA's not working well with me. But Justin has now asked, describe what the problem is you're having. Don't just say, I'm not happy with my VA. Okay. He wants to know why you're not happy and if that's a situation that is valid. Okay. You all got the air quotes. All right. Because some things just don't fall into his valid category. Okay. That was what was relayed to us last week on the Now Club call. So if you're not happy, define why. And understand this is
Right.
we didn't have this a month ago.
You know, the point here, Mary, is basically just like, you know, and we know this about NowSite. I mean, this is no secret. They're not the greatest communicators in the world. They're not. I mean, they're nerds. Okay, let's call it what it is. So the only way you can do is just what Catherine did and what Mary and I do all the time is when there's an issue, you got to communicate. You got to prompt them to communicate. I sent a very, very intense email the other day and copied it to all the right people. And all of a sudden now the ground's popping this morning. Things are getting taken care of. They should have been taken care of weeks ago. But I didn't rope them in, but you shouldn't have to do that, but it is what it is. So, I mean, Catherine did the right thing. You got to take the old, it's the old Texas thing, take the bull by the horns, and you got to wrangle it in there, and you got to make it work for you. You got to go after them. It's one of a lot of things that they just, for example, this whole rollout, all of a sudden, we're going to have the nerds sec with the VAs to help you get onboarded, you wouldn't know about that or anything else unless it came out in a call on Friday.
Mhm.
I mean, they don't communicate basic stuff like that. You know, and does it get me irritated? You bet you gets me irritated. You know, I mean, you know, you got to think about who your customer is, and guess who their customer is? Sitting right here.
Every one of us on the screen.
You know, and so I mean, I think they'll get it fixed. I mean, I look at it like, you know, it's like I'm looking at them right now, and I used this analogy the other day. It reminds me of two teenage girls I had in my household a couple of years ago. You know, they're growing up, they're getting up there, they're getting, you know, pretty good looking. The boys are calling, they're distracted, too much going on in their lives, and nothing's getting done in the house. That's kind of what we got right now. That means, you know, it's kind of a cool thing because they're a victim of their own success. You know, they're growing too quick. And I put that in pretty succinctly into an email. And I said, you know, slow down, partners. Fix what you got before you move on to the next level and do these things. So, you know, what we're trying to do to help out, and Mary, I'll go into that right now, a couple of things, is Mary and I are going to take on a couple more people on in our company. And those people are going to be trained here over the next week or so to help with onboarding and with Michael and a couple other
Yes.
folks here on the call with onboarding and setting up a Now site for the people who are new subscribers. And if you're in our downline, you know, you'll get access to them for anybody you happen to sign up. They're going to help them out. They're going to do those type of things. And then also they're going to help with other stuff like building websites later on and stuff like that. The other thing is starting 1st of September, we got thumbs up on this yesterday. Something I've been working on now for a couple months. This is before Now site ever did this. But you guys will also, and this will only be for people on the AI WeCare Team family, will have access to a VA firm in the Philippines, similar to what you're dealing with Sales Pro right now.
Only by geographic.
Yeah. That will actually give you a dedicated VA. That'll only be one VA that works with your account, kind of like Catherine's got right now. There will be daily emails and daily communication on what they've done for you, what you need done. But it's not going to be just for, you'll have options. You can hire them just to do what you want a sales pro to do. But if you need somebody to manage your whole platform for you as a virtual assistant, as what Leanne has, and this is where I actually got the original idea. And Leanne, if you're available, will you describe basically what your VA does for you?
Oh, fine.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, no, I've really been blessed by having a VA for the last, oh wow, almost 2 years. You know, it got started just because I was juggling so many different things with lots of different affiliate programs and wanting to keep up to date all the time. So I wanted somebody who could really dig into NowSite, and I was patient with her for the first bit of time for her to learn NowSite and figure out how to do it. But she's a graphic designer by trade, and we communicate over WhatsApp. We've worked out how to make payments internationally. We make payments over Wise, WISE. If anybody needs a link, let me know. I get like a $15 credit if I share my link, whatever. But it works, and it saves the money off of the PayPal and different things. And she, you know, will go in. So when I use Sales Pro, they're maybe initiating contacts, but she also does, because I have 1,800 contacts. I can handle more than the 20 that the Sales Pro is doing. So my VA will also jump in there and also use Sales Flow to find people. And then when they respond, I've given my VA like 7 different responses to send them. So if somebody says, yeah, let's meet, she sends them my calendar link. If they say, oh, well, why? Then I'll, you know, have a different response of, oh, I'm retired. Well, perfect. I really want to connect with women who are who think they're retired because we never retire, and and so forth. So I have a different response for all of the different things that they say, and I've turned people into customers that even when they've said no or I'm retired, but I don't really touch my LinkedIn account very much at all. So does
Hey,
that answer
Leanne,
your
what do
question?
you do? What do you market?
Well, I have several different things.
Yes.
Right now, she is helping me find speakers. I'm looking for women that I have successful businesses that want another speaking platform. So we are searching for those types of women to make connections. But I'm also a realtor. So sometimes I use that to find realtors nationally and internationally. And I will use Salesflow for that. So I just switch it up. I have unlimited leads, and I have a VA that can do that in all of the extra time that I'm paying her for.
So just
I just myself just ordered or just hired a VA. So it's my first VA that actually lives down the street from me. But I just hired a VA for myself. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly to have her do. I know I wanted to run the back office, but give her more detail. Wish there was like a list that I could come up with.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, everybody needs an accountability partner. And Leanne has been my accountability partner now for about a year. We meet every week and we keep each other flying right and straight.
More or less.
Try to.
More or less. So yeah, the how to get started in the real world. I've had assistance as well, and man, that was trial by error, trial by fire. I'll just say sometimes I heard earlier, sharing this is their third VA through Salesflow. Sometimes you just don't know what you don't know. Also, what we can do, here's a big key I want to share with everybody. What we can do efficiently, if they can do 80% of it, that is absolute gold. Nobody is going to do exactly what you want. So I've put together all sorts of like checklists or Trellos or whatever's to say, hey, look, I need you to do these things. And she does not, even now, does not hit everything I think that she should be able to do or get done. But she consistently hits 80% or more. That is good. So, make sure your expectations are in line for what you think that they can do, because life happens. And like today, she's taking today off. She has something coming up. You have to have some flexibility with people too. They have a life. And sometimes it's so easy to think that they're just like there for you. And really, we're kind of there for them. We're supporting their life. And that's a really important, beautiful gift to know that we're having an impact on somebody else's personal life, their income, their family, everything. I love that.
Right. And she is located in the Philippines.
It's the Philippines. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Chris, you might want to contact Leanne. She could help you out a lot.
Yeah, I definitely can. I mean, I know the virtual assistant that I've hired, I mean, she's more like an administrative assistant. So, I mean, for what I'm paying her, for what I'm understanding is she's over the complete office, over the whole corporation. It was a small corporation, but she was over the whole entire corporation. So that's what she did. She was more of an administrative assistant. Because I guess it's administrative assistant, then executive assistant, and then virtual assistant, I guess. That's the way it
And this
goes.
is somebody here in the United States, I'm taking it.
Yeah, right down the street.
So here's the thing is, and this is, again, I'm working with somebody in the Philippines. Her English is not 80%. Might be 70%. So I have found that recording videos that the VA can watch, especially when I want them to learn something new, like, hey, I want you to change out this website. I'll actually go on Zoom, hit record and be like, here's the website I want you to change. I want you to do this. I want you to do this. I want you to blah, blah, blah. I can do it really quickly. I can create a 4-minute video of the changes I want. And, sometimes I feel like, well, it was 4 minutes of changes. I could have done that myself. But really, it's usually not. You start thinking it's 4 minutes of changes. And if you really start doing it yourself and watch the clock, it's 30 minutes. So your 4-minute video, they put 30 minutes into, you're paying them $6 an hour. That's $3 out of your pocket, $3 in theirs, and 30 minutes back, or 26 minutes back in your life. So
Well, I'm paying a lot more than that.
Yeah, well, you're using an American VA. So that's why we use Philippine VAs.
Yes.
So in that case, though, I do find that using, yeah, make sure you know, are you getting the dollar per hour that you need? Is it worth it? When you make those decisions, but, oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, communicating over video though is gold, because really, I'm sure she watches 10 seconds at a time, because I move fast. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And teams that I support too, I record everything I do and I remind them. It's so much better to watch the recording. I'm so glad you're here live, but go watch the recording too, because here you're seeing it in flow. Here you can ask me questions, but watch the recording, hit play, hit pause, go do it, rewind, hit play, watch it, keep playing, hit pause, rewind. It just is so much easier, I think, to learn and do something.
So one of the things we're going to do with this new rollout, which the new group we're affiliated with in the Philippines, which is an association I had within the newspaper business, Mark Cohen and his company, and Ken and Don, the two guys who are the senior heads in the Philippines, we've trained up about 40 VAs to do this kind of work over that, and the spans of the work will be not only to do what Sales Pro does, do your Sales Pro work for you, but we'll also manage the whole marketing platform as well. So just like with Leanne, if you need somebody to build websites, need somebody to build email campaigns for you, those type of things, as long as you feed the information, they'll do that. They'll monitor it for you. They'll do all of those things for a fixed retainer fee every month. And it's, I think it's very reasonable. And what we're going to do here this morning is we're gonna the first 5 people who go in the chat. Okay, you ready? And give me your phone number, your email address, and say yes, I want a VA for free for a month to be a guinea pig, so we can check out the system. Please do.
Okay, we have Baz, Kathy. We have Leanne. And we have Bob. And who's my next one after Bob? Susan.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can get a couple more chairs, but I've gotten Mark to agree to no cost work with the VA, because and I talked to Mary about this before this even happened with Sales Pro. I said, I want to work all the bugs out of this system before we go live with it and actually roll it out. Because the other announcement I have for you this morning is, if you're building your downlines, and as this VA program does roll out, you're going to be able to earn affiliate commissions by referring to the company for the VAs and doing that as well. So it's going to be, the reason we're doing this is to build a support mechanism for people who do enroll in NowSite now, where once we get them set up basically on the front end, which we do for everybody, and then you have a general understanding of what your platform can do and what it works for, then you have the option of going to the VAs and having somebody help you do what you need to do with your business. So, I mean, that's what we're trying to get ahead and start doing. So it's just another piece of the puzzle, just like we rolled out last week. And Mary, the last couple of weeks, we told you that Target Track, the ability to get extremely good database lists for very inexpensive. And we've gotten some really good stuff. So, I mean, that's another option to help you get started, because, you may want to just get 1,000 email addresses to start a drip email campaign while you're using Salesflow to build up your databases. But you want to get started, and you want to get in some mass and going that direction, doing things. So these are just the different things we're trying to offer through the AI WeCare Team group to get you guys, affordable, kind of in the back, affordable, simple, and effective. That's what we're trying to do here for everyone in doing those things, and get you moving that direction.
Let's get a VA for the National Group Marketing website.
Yeah, we're going to do that. I already reserved one.
Perfect.
That's us already got it. So,
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Go team.
Yep, and that's what this is all about. I mean, and again, we want to encourage, if you want to bring a guest to these meetings on Friday morning, please do. So they can find out what this great platform. I mean, it's got its little hiccups and road bumps right now, but eventually they'll get those solved. But for the money and for what it does and what it's done for my business personally, and I know what it's done for Leanne and some of the other long termers. I mean, Leanne's been on NowSite as long as Mary and I have. She's a super user as well. I actually want to give her a few seconds here to talk about her Monday morning meeting and what we talk about there.
Well, fine then. So Monday morning, 9 a.m. Central Time. I have what's called the 1K or more NowSite affiliate club. This is not NowSite like endorsed or sanctioned or anything, but it's just a bunch of us that do want to make and are making money through NowSite. We get together, we talk about what strategies we've tried, what we might try, what didn't work, updates that we're hearing. We just collaborate. So I'm getting the link in the chat. And I'm going to apologize. This is like,
I know I caught you. I caught Leanne off guard this morning.
so you come to the team meeting and you got to be prepared.
So here's the link. Now I will say there's stuff on here. Wow, the video actually showed up. There's some things on here that are out of date. I'll just be clear. But on here, you can actually, may I share my screen since you made me do this?
Yes, I think you're good to go. Yep, you're good to go.
So watch this first. This is the website. Watch this first. You can, but I am a $2,000 a month earner consistently now for several months. I've been over $1,000 for almost 2 years. I'll be 2 years after this month, I think. And so yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. You can join the WhatsApp group, different things. But I actually have all the recordings of all the weeks that we've been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Until this past Monday. So if you want, you can, this is completely open and free. However, you don't get in on all the fun talk unless you show up live on Mondays. So if you want to do this, I'd love to have you join us. Just let me know. And there are resources pages. And again, not quite as up to date as what AI WeCares is doing. I'm so impressed with all that you can keep up on. I need 5 VAs. I really do. But I did add the WeCare team right here. Yeah. For YouTube channels hosted by club members. I need to change a couple of the other ones on here. Make sure you get paid in February. Yeah, like I said, I need more VAs. Okay, it's always good when you can laugh at yourself. And I'm complete.
There you go. Thanks. I just wanted to get that in there because it's a fun group. We do talk about a lot of good stuff, and basically, she helped me get over the top to get to my first 1,000. So thank you for that, Leanne. And Mary is, we've got some great resources here that we can, get some stuff in. Stephen Harris actually is in that group as well. And that's where I met Stephen. And Stephen, would you say you've learned a little bit about being there Monday mornings?
Certainly. Monday has been great. And I'm really excited about this Friday meeting too, and learning more. My immediate goal is for NowSite to start paying me enough to pay for NowSite. That would be nice to be in the black on that investment. But yeah, that I'm hoping to grow very quickly. My wife and I had a really deep, heartfelt, heart-to-heart conversation yesterday, and she's like, really focus on NowSite and this affiliate marketing thing. So affiliate marketing is my number one focus right now.
Well, you got resources here to help you get there, Stephen.
Awesome.
You do. And we're going to make new videos throughout the NowSite platform, Steve and I, tomorrow. So look for the new videos to be in the video page on not only going over the entire platform, but bite-sized pieces that you can play, go do, come back and play the next one, go do. So those are going to be available in the YouTube channel, as well as they will be on the videos page in the AI WeCare Team page. So Leanne, go ahead and add that page as well. The WeCare and AI are together, sort of. Steve has WeCare, I have AI WeCare. So there's two different landing pages. So please take advantage of those. Your first resource guide should be outside and outside should be your AI WeCare Team page, because that's why I keep it so up to date. I'm taking pictures as they're doing the slides, so I don't have to wait till they produce the pictures. It'll be on the either the month announcement or it will be on the very front page. So that's where you're going to go. If you need to have a resource, please book that as your resource page. Because even though they did announcements on Tuesday, they did a special call at noon that they really didn't highlight to everybody. They only gave us about 15-minute notice. That's where those slides for the $50 bonus came from. And then they put it out later in the day. Okay, so as soon as the call was over, that slide was up on the team page. So that's just one of the things that I stay in touch with, how they're projecting and putting stuff out fast, how you can get the information and slide that to any of your team members as well. Steve?
Okay, so with all that being said, there are on the marketing side, there are a couple of glitches that you need to be aware of, and they are aware of them and they are fixing them. If you, we went over this the other week, but there's a new interface for the geofencing, the ad pins. If you're running any of those things, make sure, even though the ad says it is active, it is not. If you don't have any numbers in there showing any impressions, you need to send support a note. Okay, here we'll show you right here. So right here, you see where it says active right there, still, can I still get coverage in the middle? And it has 0 views. That means that that is not active. So you need to, first of all, go in and make sure that it's in line with the new interface. And if you've counted the right number of characters and the right stuff that you need to do over here. So
And they dropped mine.
Yeah. So
I edited this and they've lost it.
So you need to make sure to check on that. Go in there, put the first headline, second headline, third headline, and the first and second description in there. And make sure you stay within the character values. Okay, on that stuff. Okay, so now the other thing that's not working is in some cases, and it's not all cases, that's what the weird thing is. If you try to import a email list into contacts, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And there's a pull down menu when you do preview. And it's supposed to say first name, last name, email address, phone, URL, social media contacts, all that kind of stuff. So when you go to import now, when you upload you go to, I think you have to actually upload something, Mary.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, I don't have one ready.
Yeah. So, but when you go to upload, there, when you go to preview it, when you go to set it up, normally there's like about 8 choices. What's all it's showing now is first name and last name. You can't import anything else, but it's not happening on every import and export. So they are aware of it. They are working on it and they're getting it fixed. The other thing is on email campaigns. Some of them are working, some of them are not. It's again a hit and miss thing. It has to do, I think, with the same kind of coding. But if you import the list and you add the list and you start to send on an email campaign, it may start or it may not. And you got to watch it. And after a day or two, if you don't see any emails sending out, especially if it's the first email is immediate, then you need to contact support and you need to let them know that that email campaign is take a screenshot of all the things I'm talking about. Make sure you take a screenshot, attach it to the email to support, describe it, and then also make sure that your email address that you sign into Now Site with is on the body copy so they know which account it is.
And the next thing you need to do is CC us on that email, please.
Yes, please.
You can either do the AI WeCare Now Site at gmail.com or Steve's personal email or my personal email. If you do it to the Gmail account, we both get to see it. If
Yeah.
you do it to one of our accounts, that one's the only one that gets to see it, even though we communicate about it. But that's the only way we get to see it too.
So
The
those,
other,
they are aware of these glitches. They are working on them. You know, I mean, I got a nice email this morning from the Grand Jefe himself, assuring me that it was being taken care of.
okay. Here's another thing that popped up new this week. On your getting started, out of your refer and earn box down here, now you have a sample message that you can come over here and copy and paste. It doesn't matter whether it's going to LinkedIn, Facebook, an email account, copying it and pasting it into an email. You can edit that and then you can copy it. Okay, you're not going to be able to save your changes if you don't want that specific message, but they're making it simple for you to copy and paste not only your affiliate link, but some words around it. Okay, I have not figured out, and I don't think that's got a cookie in it, so it's not going to tell you when they open it. That's only part of Sales Flow. So if you do the email through Sales Flow, then that's cookied and you'll get to know when they opened your affiliate link. Okay. Also, make sure you're set up on PayPal to receive your bonuses. If you want to set up on PayPal to receive your commission on the 15th of the month, you can just leave it all in PayPal. If you set up a direct deposit down here, your deposit for the 15th will go to your bank. Your bonuses will go to your PayPal. I make it simple. Everything goes to my PayPal account. And then I transfer it to the bank.
Yeah, and you'll need to go into your PayPal account to get this link right there that was down there Mary had for herself, which is a paypal.me/ whatever it is right there. You'll need to get that.
And you can use mine if you want.
Yep.
Not really. But you'll have to go to PayPal, set it up so it's your phone number in PayPal. So you can log into PayPal, because not only do you need to know what your paying address is, but you're also wanting to know how you can log into your own PayPal account and then move the money. Or get a debit card and use it at the ATM. That's all through PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
Mary, when is the fund mandatory training normally?
Normally, it's the last week of the month. They teased us and told us it was going to be this last Tuesday and did not do it.
Okay.
They typically will send out an email the morning of and say the fund mandatory affiliate meeting is going to typically be between Central Time 12 and 1.
And it's usually on a Thursday.
That's when Cheryl does the affiliate training, Monday through Friday. And they normally slide it into that time slot. Now, if you're a very first month earner, you do not have to participate in the fund mandatory affiliate meeting. But if you're on month number 2 and would like to receive commission from them, you have to write down the 3 code words that are given during that hour-long What's New with Now Site presentation that Justin and Cheryl do. The code words come in a Google Doc, and it can take up to 3 days after the recording before the Google Doc shows up. If you'll also notice on our July page, there is the video and the Google Doc. Again, that's your resource page to find anything. You don't have to search through the hundreds of emails you got about Sales Pro coming on a waiting list to find the Google Doc and the recorded site. So as soon as they post it, I put it on the team page.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay, with that, I'm just gonna, I've got about 5 minutes left here. We're gonna just open it up to Q&A. Any comments, anything we can help you with?
Hey, did you
Mary,
catch up with Patrick at all?
Well,
Excuse me, my voice.
Patrick didn't reach out to me yesterday, Rob.
God damn it. Okay.
Mary, you were going to put something in the chat about how to get PayPal set up, I think, or did I miss, or did you?
No,
Yes.
I can go, I'm sorry, I can't do two things at once. Leanne,
Okay.
or Steve, copy what Leanne just sent to me. Send it to Steve, please. I'm sorry.
That's different. That's why.
That's for international payment.
It's for internet.
Oh, okay.
But that's
Okay.
fine.
Never-
Yeah.
never mind.
Alright.
Okay, thanks.
Kathy,
Mhm.
I will set up a meeting with you. And I'm gonna do a Zoom recording of somebody setting up their PayPal account.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
do all those those little niche things that there's no directions for. We're gonna do.
Okay. All right,
That's
thanks.
on our list to record tomorrow.
Hey, Mary. Mary, is anybody doing an email campaign to recruit now site users?
Yes, we have some already done.
Mary,
Gary,
how do
What
you,
kind
how do you
what
see
kind of
whether,
success are you getting?
I'm
from that?
sorry.
What kind of success are people getting by using that campaign?
I have several people that reach back out to me on the ones that I use, so we'll make those available in the team section.
Yeah, I've actually, Gary, I've already put them in your back office.
Steve,
Okay.
how do you tell if they're doing your email campaign?
Here, Mary, you got your page up? You go ahead and bring up Now Site. And then go into email.
Steve, did you,
I'm sorry, I went the wrong place.
Yep, go to email.
I'm sorry, I'm going.
Okay. And then go to email campaign.
And none of my emails have gone out this month.
Okay, so here, let me stop sharing.
Sure.
I think I have mine up. Let me just double check. I've actually I got Gary's up right now. We can do Gary's because we've got one of his working right now.
Go ahead, share if you can.
Okay, I'm gonna hit that right now.
did you receive this email campaign that I sent you, Steve?
No, I haven't received it yet, Beth.
Okay, I'll resend it now.
Okay.
Because a lot of my, because of the incident we had with the amount of contacts,
Right.
there's a lot of spam complaints coming through at the moment.
Okay. So right here is one that we've got working for a Snap recruitment campaign for Gary. So we've sent out 1,252 emails. 427 of them have been open. That's huge. We've had 24 click-throughs to the website, and we've had 3 unsubscribes. So that's where you see, Susan, that's where you see the results right here in the ad.
So go to email campaigns and then open the or look for the email name that you want to look on those reports. And that's where you're gonna see them. And up here at the very top, next to email connections synced, email sent 1258. This month he has 15,000 that he could send out. So there's your ratio of, are you in the right place? Now, sometimes they will send out more than 500 in a single day. They don't exactly know the sweet spot. And this is one of the things Justin touched on last week. You can't send out 700 in a day, but you can send out a little more than 500, but they don't really have a good accurate number on the Google Suites about how many that you can send out in a particular calendar day.
That's a 25% open rate. That's pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, all the campaigns I've run, to Gary's point, I've had really, really good open rates like this, right? I mean, considering that we have what, almost a 40%, almost what, 35% open rate here?
Yeah,
And the average is what, 5-6%
yeah.
normally?
Yep.
Or
Is it?
So that's, now we just got to get them to convert. That's all.
Yep.
Well, the conversion happens on the follow-ups, as you know, as
Yeah.
we spoke about the other day, Steve.
Yep. So that's how you can, Susan, that's how you can find where your response rates are. Now, if you got zeros up there, you may be in that situation right now. I mean, because I actually launched that one for restaurants for Gary. Between another one that wasn't working, we couldn't get to work. We launched that one, and that one worked. So I don't know. I mean, it's the little glitch they know about. They're trying to fix it, but
Okay, thank you.
we just got to stay on them. That's all. Okay. Let's see. Anything else that I can help you with this morning?
Stephen, Mary, I'm gonna just text you about TAN stuff. We don't need to. I need to meet with her though, and I need to ask y'all a question. So I'll do that later.
Okay. Okay, doke. Okay.
you want to
With
stop
that,
the recording for today?
yeah, let's go ahead. And this again, if you're not with us today and you missed this recording, it is 8/19/22. It is the AI WeCare Team weekly Friday video at 11 a.m. You can find this video. You'll be able to find it up here this weekend at the AI WeCare Team YouTube channel. You can search us out, and you can find this and all past recordings for a long time. And we've actually missed a couple weeks posted because I wasn't here. So Mary's got them, and I'm going to post those this weekend as well. So we'll be all caught up on those things. So again, thank you everyone who was in person and for your interest and all your comments and all your contributions today. Mary, thank you for co-hosting as usual. And with that, we're going to stop the recording, and everyone have a nice weekend.